everyone, Joshua here from we're back to a new Simpsons review, and we're back with a new episode, and this is Bart the Murderer. And this was a great episode, I could just say. Another good episode. I'm really liking this streak of good episodes so far. So the episode starts with Bart waking up on another day, and Lisa is wondering why he's so cheery this morning, because, Bart's never cheery. Right? He just says he wants to be cheery, and he sees that there's a free police badge in their cereal, and there's none, but Homer's got it. Which Santa's little helper actually chews up Bart's homework. But the bus is coming. Bart gets closed in and is having to pretty much walk. And every time Bart walks out, rain comes down. And right when he enters the school, it's sunny and there's a rainbow. Which he's trying to show off to the ladies, and he splits his pants. Then gets hit in the head with a dodgeball. And they're actually going on a field trip. Their teacher says that they're going on a field trip to the chocolate factory. But Bart left his permission slip to be going to it. So he's having to just stay with Principal Skinner by licking envelopes. And Lisa's asking how Bart would love it there, which we get a little slideshow of how the history of chocolate. And yeah, you probably would wonder, it's pretty much smoking of what it was, chocolate back then. And Bart is licking so much that you're gonna eventually see everybody's just playing in the chocolate. Like, that has to be really, like, I'm surprised there's no, no health code violations, health department stuff, because kids are playing in the chocolate. Yes, kids are playing in the chocolate that is being made. That is really unsanitary. House, glasses fall into the chocolate. And again, the kids are just kicking the mascot too. And we see Bart has been licking the envelope so much that his tongue is being all swelled and hurting. Which he does tell Principal Skinner if he can go home, and tells him if he doesn't tell the principal or the teacher that he let him out early. Which, right when he enters outside, yet again, it starts raining. And he gets splashed by a puddle. And one of the wheels break off a skateboard, ending up in him in an alley. And he wakes up with guns. Yup, guns. People pointing guns at Bart. And he actually gets a job of what we are going to be seeing. And we see this horse thing. And they actually decide for him to be a bartender, pretty much. And he says no. If he says no, then they'll suit him. Then they'll suit Bart, because every time if he refuses, they'll point their guns at him. So he makes it, gives it to the guy. He actually likes it. And Bart tells Margie of his job, and she's wondering if that is not very right. Doesn't seem very good for Bart. But Homer thinks of how much he gets paid. So we just see Bart getting paid and Margie finding the money, and she's not very happy with it. And then Bart, at his new job, watching the Itchy and Scratchy Show with with them playing cop and policeman, burglar and cop, and they start shooting at the cats, literally, and then shooting the end with blood everywhere, pretty much. So the police comes, but one of their chiefs, pretty much, and saying that there's a loose cigarette truck, cigarette smoking truck on the loose, pretty much. And Homer comes in and sees that Bart has thousands and thousands of cigarette boxes. And Homer tells Bart that he is going to watch Homer tells Bart that he's going to watch him smoke every single of those cigarettes until they're all gone. Which the guy comes and gets all the cigarettes and tells Bart that he looks good with it. And Homer says, "Don't ever let me doubt you again." And still news on the cigarette truck on the loose. And basically, Bart's boss, so-called boss, is actually a criminal. And he sees the news. And they give him a jacket, or a coat, or whatever, a suit. And he starts singing. And Margie actually is concerned that Bart's bosses and employers are actually criminals and wants Homer to go and check them out. And because she said that there's been a pizza delivery truck out in the street for 2 weeks, and right after they say it, they start to go. So Margie tells him, and a different truck, a flower truck comes by. So Homer goes and basically is having a good time, not even going by what Margie said. Which Bart is starting to act weird, probably because of those smoking that he's doing. And Principal Skinner has him pretty much. Bart tries to bribe him, but he's sentenced to pretty much writing. And Bart's late. And the guy kisses him and leaves. And yeah, Bart is late. And he tells his employers and his bosses that Principal Skinner has been causing him trouble. Which they go to pay a visit to Principal Skinner. And yeah. And Bart has a picture of Principal Skinner being hanged with X's in his eyes and his tongue sticking out, and a sword in the back. Yeah, Bart is going way too far. And their teacher comes and says that Principal Skinner is missing. And of course, Bart is feeling regret. And the policemen are trying to find the man, but like everybody, and yeah, it's not working. Everybody's trying to work, and one of the guys slaps the teacher, telling her to get a hold of herself. And everybody's making fun of Principal Skinner's dead body, pretty much. And Bart's saying that it's not funny. And pretty much them saying that Bart is working with them, and actually he's the one that killed Principal Skinner. Which Bart actually has nightmares of Principal Skinner's dead body coming up, saying that he killed him, and why did he kill him. And Bart being locked in jail, dead house, and him lifting weights, and the pastor comes and says, there, and that's it. And then everybody's lifting signs. Even Homer himself is saying, "Kill my boy." And pretty much the cops having Bart getting locked down, pretty much, and about to use one of those machines, and he goes by, and he wakes from his nightmare, goes over to his boss, tells him about Principal Skinner, and Principal Skinner's they say Principal Skinner's not dead. Then the cops come, says that they're all under arrest. So Bart comes, and we actually see Sideshow Bob. Yep, Sideshow Bob's in the exact same cell as Bart. And we see the same lawyer from when Bart got run over by Mr. Burns. And yeah, pretty much Bart is being taken to court. And Mr. Burns is actually really enlieved with this, pretty much. And even Bart's boss and his employers lie, saying that Bart killed Principal Skinner. And that they tried, his workers tried to stop Bart from killing him. Even Bart's own dad, Homer, says that everything lines up for Bart being a killer. Which, they're about to dunk Bart and drown him, pretty much. And the judge is about to sentence him to death, pretty much, of what it seems. But Principal Skinner comes, all looking of a mess, and he tells him the story of where he's been. So after he told the guys to get out, he went home, getting some newspapers, ends up falling on him, not being able to get out, in there for weeks, eating food out of cans and stuff, and dribbling a basketball. Cops come, trying to find him, but can't find him, even screaming. So he uses a rocket, or he launches himself with a vacuum cleaner and some science experiments to launch out. And Bart tells his bosses, or Bart's bosses tell him that they deserve what they were told, pretty much. And we see of a show that is actually based on Bart basically killing Principal Skinner. And yeah, that's how it ends. And Homer just rubbing it in and stuff. And yeah, this was a really serious episode, but a good one too. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. Hit the like button, subscribe for new channel. Please want notifications turned on so you don't miss anything new. And let me know what y'all think. Catch you on the next one.